guys, welcome back to Ladies First and another episode of Bridesmaid Duties.
Yes, so today we will be talking about two very important aspects of the whole wedding process. One is hen's night or your bachelorette party, and another is the actual wedding itself.
So we know Jianhao has uploaded his wedding video on his main channel, link in the description.
But what you don't see is the behind the scenes of the wedding. The moments that were not captured on camera were actually captured by us. So we're going to share a little bit on that today as well. Hen's night.
So the bachelorette party was actually a secret. Debbie had no idea about it, and us as bridesmaids kind of talked and coordinated with the boys, the bachelors, to see like what time we could do it together, and when Hao was gone we could finally take Debbie away and like celebrate ourselves.
So how the whole thing happened was that the boys kidnapped Jianhao somewhere else. And on our end, we actually took Debbie out for dinner. So the girls ended up bringing Debbie to this sort of art jamming studio, and it was quite fun. It was my first time art jamming, so I had no idea what it was.
So we are currently waiting for Debbie to arrive. So this is a surprise. Where are they?
Yeah, and only a few of us actually followed Debbie to that dinner, whereas the rest of us were actually hiding at the art jamming place and waiting for her to come.
Then Cherylene and I, we both stood behind the door waiting for Debbie.
With the bridesmaid, the bridal
The
accessories.
veil. Yes. So I had the veil and Cherylene had the headband, and then we were like 1, 2, 3, and Debbie walked in. We were like, surprise! And then we shoved it in her face.
Yeah.
So for the art jam, what we actually painted was a collage of a very huge painting. So each of us painted something different.
And we didn't know what it would be
Yeah.
like together, so we're just painting our own canvas.
Yeah, it was a portion of the big picture. It was a very wholesome night.
Yes, and we had bubble tea and chicken.
Yeah, we ordered
Fried
in
chicken.
bubble tea.
Yeah, that was the best part. And to top the whole night off, we made Debbie pop sparkling juice.
Yes, that was very fun. And we all cheers like cling.
I remember how everybody was so scared because the studio was so small.
Yeah.
And we had to pop like the champagne cork.
Yeah, it was so hard to
champagne
pop.
Yeah.
We were scared it was gonna like bump off the ceiling and like hit one of us.
Hit one of
the
us,
day
or,
before
like,
the wedding.
Or like destroy something,
Yeah.
which would have been the worst case, I think. But thankfully it didn't, and we all had a lot of fun. Wedding day! As bridesmaids, our day started really early. Don't get me wrong, the ceremony itself wasn't early at all. The ceremony only started at about 6 p.m.-ish.
Yeah, yeah.
Our day started at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. Like in Jianhao's video, right, you see everyone looking so glam and so pretty and everyone like walking together very nicely, right?
Only because that takes time.
A lot of time.
Too much time.
We all had to like assemble at Debbie's house prior to everything to get dressed up and dolled up by Black Hair Salon. So all of us had our hair done, our makeup done.
And we all took a couple of photos, and of course Debbie herself got dolled up.
Did her
Yes.
hair.
And we were just all like,
Standing around her like, oh my god, you are so pretty.
Her in a wedding dress is like a fairy, and we're all like, oh my gosh, when's it going to be my turn?
First thing that we have to do like as bridesmaids is make sure that the boys, when they come to the house, we must like open the door and greet them
Yeah.
and be like, hey. And then after that, Jianhao had greet her parents first,
Yeah.
and then slowly make his way into the room where she would be like
She'll be
unveiled.
sitting
veil,
in the
right?
bed.
Yeah, like
So-
that with the veil.
in Chinese customs, this is actually called gate crashing, but we didn't really do like a
Gate
full-on
crash.
gate crash, you see. And of
Yeah.
course, they sat on the bed and had the tang yuan or like the glutinous
have to
rice.
After that, we took like huge vans and like we all carpooled our way to Jianhao's house.
So when we went over to Jianhao's house, Debbie had to change into this thing called a kwa. And what a kwa is a two-piece red top and red skirt.
It's a resemblance of a cheongsam,
Yeah, it's like
a
which is like
cheongsam.
a Chinese traditional dress. Yeah, it has a
She
lot
has
of
to wear-
intricate details and it has like phoenixes on it and it's very pretty.
It's very Chinese.
So while she was changing into her kwa, all of us went downstairs and stuffed our faces with food because we were so hungry from waking up so early and having nothing to eat.
And after that was a tea ceremony, which was super meaningful, because that was actually the first time I saw Jianhao and Debbie greet his entire family. In Chinese customs, like the terminology, so you have like you greet your aunts and your uncles in a certain way.
Yeah.
after the whole tea ceremony was done, the entire bridal party went over to Shangri-La Rasa Sentosa for the actual wedding.
Originally, we were supposed to have like an hour to rest, but no, that did not happen. We had to all rush to the wedding area and all practice like walking in over and over again.
And it actually rained a little bit, so we were very scared.
Yes.
We had to prepare for the wet weather program, so it's like ×2 of what we originally practiced.
You guys saw the wedding,
Yeah.
right? You didn't see 1 hour before the wedding, it started to drizzle.
Yes. We
You're
were
like-
so stressed. The wet weather will mean that we cannot do the whole
The outdoor
sea.
wedding, yeah.
Yeah.
Which was the wedding that was facing the water.
But thankfully, the rain stopped and all of us successfully managed to carry out the wedding. So first, the bridesmaids and the groomsmen got to walk in. Then after that, Jianhao's family.
Yeah. Then the little flower girls will come in. Yeah.
It was so cute. When Debbie walked in, she came in a buggy.
Which is the coolest way to enter a wedding, by the way.
Yeah. And then she walked in and she started crying midway while walking down. And then all of us were
Started
like, Debbie, don't cry. If you're crying, we'll start crying with you.
Yeah.
And then she was just tearing and we were all just like,
And when I heard them say their vows, that was the point where my tears just
Waterfalls.
ran.
just
I had to take like a lot of tissue and all my makeup was like coming down.
It was really, really emotional, but in the best way possible. And I heard Debbie's vows, so I didn't really cry because I had already heard them before and they were so sweet. Yeah, I was prepared. Then I heard Hal started talking. I wanted to actually die. It was so sweet. Bouquet tossing.
yes, bouquet tossing. The meaning behind the bouquet toss is that whoever catches the bouquet would be the next to get married.
So we were all voting for either Amanda or
Or
Jasmine
Jasmine.
to get the bouquet.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then what happened was Debbie threw the bouquet and it was about to land in Amanda's hands. She caught it and then she threw it at Jasmine. She's like, no, you get married next.
I was like, tag team! I receive and slam dunk to Jess.
I
Alright.
don't
Yes.
think that's how it works.
So it looked like it's me or Jess, I guess.
So
If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Don't fight it. Gonna get married.
yeah, she is.
I support.
After the entire downstairs ceremony in front of the beautiful sea, we all headed upstairs to go to the actual banquet hall. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So after their Mr. and Mrs. Tan, they have to walk in together as Mr. and Mrs. Tan. I remembered Sierra opening the door and then it was like, nope, too early. And then they
Close the door.
And then they opened again and I was like, okay. Yeah.
And while they were doing all the lights and sounds, I was actually with Debbie in the bridal suite and I had to help Debbie change into the wedding gown, which is, by the way, not an easy task at all because the gown is so heavy.
She did a lot of work on that day.
She
really
basically
did.
followed Debbie around everywhere.
Yeah, I had to carry her.
Ours is just bridesmaids. She's maid of honor duties.
And the food during the banquet was actually really good. We all got to eat
it's
after
so nice.
such a long day, and it was really nice seeing everyone like all there talking, laughing, drinking together.
And it was also really nice to see how after so much planning and so much effort being put into everything, into timing, into organizing, I think City and Alex are just
Everything
amazing
went
people.
well.
Yes, everything
Everything
went so
Like, there
well.
was no like
Hiccups whatsoever.
And can we also talk about how Jianhao cut the cake with a sword?
Yeah. He bought it just so that he can use it to cut the cake. I think overall, being a bridesmaid was a great experience.
Yeah.
For me. What about you guys?
It was my first time ever being a bridesmaid because Cherylene and I are still quite young, so not a lot of our friends are getting married yet.
For me, I've never done anything like this before, so it was a lot of planning together with Debbie, and then a lot of things happened during the actual day that we did not plan for. So I'm glad that everything went well and she was not hurt, no one was, messed up, no one was injured.
But this is just part 1. There is going to be a part 2.
Of the wedding.
Yes.
Yes.
Stay tuned and keep an eye out for that next year, maybe?
But in the meantime, we'll still be doing a lot of bridesmaid duty stuff.
So let us know in the comments down below what else you want to see from us bridesmaids.
And click here to watch our latest video and click here to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!